As we shift into the new year, the South Dakota State basketball team shift into Summit League play. The Jackrabbits opening with a road doubleheader at Western Illinois. The men tipping things off with a rare 4:30 start this afternoon. In the first half, they got going early. Tevin King and David Jenkins Jr. working a little give and go, and it's King laying it in. He finished with 10 points. SDSU had the lead, and let's just say it expanded. Jenkins was really going in the first half. He was 5 of 7 from 3, all 23 of his points in the first half, and of course Mike Dahm was doing Mike Dahm things. Nice hook off the glass there. He had 15 points, stayed up by 15. Some of the newcomers looking good as well. Alex Arians poking it away for the steal and heading in for the layup. Teammates wanted the dunk, but you know what? It still counts as 2 nonetheless. SDSU already up 20. Then Arians adds a 3-pointer. He finishes with 12. This score not a misprint. 100-58. Jack starts Summit League play on a very good note. The SDSU women will tip off with the Leathernecks in about 30 minutes. SDSU went 8-5 in non-conference play in a schedule that featured 4 top 25 teams and 2 that were in the top 10, but they're looking to better themselves in conference play.
We've been outstanding in March over the years. We've really found a way to kick it in gear and be at a high level. But we can also look back in some years where we've been maybe a possession or 2 away from winning a regular season title. And that's where I think we want to be more consistent.
And we'll have highlights of that one at 10. Now, the USD men's basketball team was also supposed to open Summit League play tonight in Fargo against NDSU, but travel conditions made that impossible, and the game has been postponed until tomorrow at noon. The Oats don't go into league play on a high note after going 6-7 in non-conference play, with 2 of those wins coming against NAIA opponents. Biggest problem so far, an inconsistent offense. After averaging 80 points a game last year, the Coyotes are down to 65 this season, with shooting percentages down across the board. That means USD will have to grind out wins on the defensive end.
That's who we are. I mean, we really can't score. So we're going to have to guard, and guys are going to have to buy into that better and better. And that's what we'll work on.
Well, to get to the NFL playoffs, the Minnesota Vikings have to treat Sunday's finale with Chicago like a playoff game, which might make things a bit more difficult since a Viking win would likely set up an actual playoff rematch with the Bears. The scenario is simple for the Vikings: a win and they're in the playoffs. Lose, and they need Philadelphia to lose at Washington. The key to turning around their 25-20 defeat at Chicago back in November, likely limiting turnovers. The Vikings had 3 that cost them dearly.
You know, we're kind of force-feeding them there, just playing into their hands and giving them what they want, and again, allowing for them to do what they do really well. So we can't beat ourselves.
You know, it's not complicated. I want to win. We want to win. We understand what's at stake. There's no magic formula. There's no button you can push or hours you can put in to suddenly snap your fingers and guarantee a win. So you do all you can, give everything you have.
Really, for us, it's playoffs have already started. You know, we know that we have to win this game in order to get into them, and you know, so there has to be heightened sense of focus and energy.
And we'll be right back in 1 moment.